I knew it. Because I get tickled every time. Every time we start it, I get so tickled on the countdown.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. I'm like, here's Johnny.
I was trying to match it up with even numbers so I know where to cut off.
I know. Okay, professional. Okay. Let's give it a wing.
That ruby red upon your pout. Let all our little secrets out. Got those loose lips speaking fast. A reputation built to last. With that dangerous allure and a single glance. It's a sweet romance. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips and lipstick.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of
Loose lips.
And Lipstick with me, that one girl, Kennedy Ann Scott.
And me, definitely not Kennedy Ann Scott. Vanity.
Oh my God. Hi, girl. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
You know what? I am fabulous.
Good.
I got to, got to bring you here today. It was
Bring me here. Yes, you were my Uber.
I got to Uber van to the studio today.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when life throws you lemons, Vanity will add vodka and I'll drive.
Man, I meant to bring liquor this time since I wasn't driving. Damn.
Dang
What you
it.
got, Mike? Never mind.
Never mind. You don't got nothing.
Damn.
God. Well,
Let
you're
me call RJ real quick. Bring me some vodka.
Do it.
Don't
Stat.
think I won't. Anyways, carry on. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're super excited that you all are joining us for another exciting episode. We have a pretty interesting topic today. We are going to discuss kind of the overly friendly fans.
Overly enthusiastic.
Yes, very much overly enthusiastic. We're going to be talking about how we kind of lose our identity a little bit within the drag world. And then we're going to kind of get into some stories about stalking, just because some of us in the drag world
Experience that.
have experienced it. So we're going to get into it, discuss it, and then we're going to get into the rest of our fun episode.
Yes.
So let's dive in
Let's
with
dive
our
right in.
discussion.
Where do we start, Mom?
Well, let's kind of I want to kind of like start with kind of like who we are as people, and then how kind of the lines get blurred between who we are and then who our drag persona is at the same time. Because I feel like the longer you're in the game and the longer you're doing drag, you kind of lose your identity a little bit. One, because you and I do it a lot.
Right.
So most of the time in our queer community here in Nashville and in life, people see us as our drag persona. So I think they get really comfortable seeing us as Vanity and Kennedy Ann, that sometimes they kind of lose Ben and Hunter.
Yeah.
And we kind of do too in some regard, right?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I will say this, though. Especially when I am out in, like, when I'm at my home bar or at Canvas or at Lipstick or whatever, when people approach me, I prefer that they approach me as Vanity.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm known to everybody. That's what I'm known as to everybody, I mean. And so, like, for somebody to call me outside of that is a little bit more personal. And so, like, I think, like, Delta is really a great example of how when she's not in drag, she prefers to be called by her government name.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful for her. I love that journey for her. That's not the journey I want to partake on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I agree.
And I think that's what, sorry, not to cut you off, but I
No.
think that's where the lines get blurred. And that's why sometimes, I don't know if you have, I know that I have had like moments of, I don't want to say identity crisis, but like where the lines got really blurred. And I thought that maybe that was the life style I wanted to be in was
Yeah.
to maybe be trans and like live my day-to-day life as a woman.
Yeah.
But then I quickly realized that when people started using my boy name outside of when I am outside of drag, I was like, no. It made me like uncomfortable because like Hunter is so sacred.
Yeah.
You know, and so it made me really appreciate the boy life and keeping it separate, you know.
For sure. And I see that, like, you know, I kind of feel like Hannah Montana sometimes because being an educator in the school system and being referred to by my government name.
Yeah.
And then in the drag world, I'm seen as Kennedy Ann Scott. There's like, it is very much like a Hannah Montana moment where I'm living kind of like two different things. And it was funny because we did Tomato Fest this past weekend, and it was like both worlds colliding in one space.
Yeah.
So we'd be like walking down the street and be like, Mr. Slinkard over here. I'd be like, Kennedy Ann. And like the same.
Oh, Lord.
And I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
You know, and seeing lots of different people and how I interact with them in life.
Yeah.
Just in different stages. And so that's like an interesting thing. But I think I never get offended when in or out of drag people call me Kennedy Ann.
No.
Or if someone makes a mistake and calls me Ben by accident, because some of the people I'm close to will come to a show and they'll just be like, and that's okay because that's how they see me most of the time.
I don't think I've really had a lot of people from my personal life come to like play that didn't already address me as like Van.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the cool thing about my drag name is, you know, it's Vanity, but everybody just calls me Van or Van.
Yeah.
And so, like, that, it's kind of like a third identity amongst the two.
For sure.
And so, I think that's why for me it's already, because I already look at Van as kind of like a masculine adaptation of Vanity.
Yes.
To a degree, because most people just call me Van when they
Yeah.
see me running around the club. At like half in drag or as, you know, in my boy attire or whatever.
For sure.
So to me, it's already kind of like a neo-masculine version of Vanity. So, like I said, when people call me my government name, that's when I get spooked.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't. Just call me Van.
You're like, how do you know me?
Yeah. And that's the thing is like,
Yeah.
because, you know, I how do you know me if you're saying my government name?
For sure.
And especially if you use my first one, that's a no-go. There's
Yes.
only 2 people in this world that call me that.
Yeah. I would be so scared if my mother ever came up to me and said Kennedy or Kennedy Ann. I'd
You
be
know
like,
what's so funny though? My own mom doesn't even call me Noah.
Yeah.
That's strictly RJ and then my best friend growing up. They are the only 2 people on this planet that call me like Noah.
Yeah.
Everybody else just calls me Hunter.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because like, and even if we're out, like Kennedy is kind of the same way because Kennedy is like a former name of a president and like a last name, and so like it can be either or. Kennedy Ann just makes it look very like flamboyant and feminine, and I love it. But yeah, I created her for a reason. She was, you know, when I originally started drag and all that, my very first drag name was Abena Man. And so I did.
I'm sorry, what?
Abena Man.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my very first drag
Choices.
name. Choices.
Reheat all over again.
I was 17. I had a moment, okay?
Yeah.
And so I entered in a little competition, and I was going to stick with that name, and then I was like, it wasn't me. And then one night, whenever my name came along, it just felt like me. And so she became kind of my protector, right? So like in and out of it, using and hearing that name made me feel safe. So now it's funny to watch people like, if they do see me as a boy out in the bars, they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot you were a man. Or like, you know, they'll still call me Kennedy just because that's how they're used to seeing me.
Yeah.
But I never get offended. But I'm glad that there are people that like to also distinguish between, like, if you
I respect the heck out of it.
I do too. But I also have a habit of now being in the drag world. I call a lot of people who are also drag artists by their drag artist name.
Yeah.
I don't really catch myself calling them by their government names. It's weird if I do.
Yeah. You know, you said something earlier and it was, you know, it makes you feel safe.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the reason why I don't like when people call me my government name, is because it does trigger like a who are you? How do I know you? Because like I said, nobody else really uses that name.
Yeah.
Except for really inner personal people. But yeah, so it's safe was the perfect word to describe that mental journey that I was trying to go along with on you.
For sure. And then kind of leading and segueing into like fans is I think fans typically by our alter egos, they get really comfortable with us. One, because we are seen as these objects that are larger than life. And I think it makes
Or just large.
Or just large. You a huge bitch.
That's a big bitch.
But I think we sometimes our job, well, one, I feel like our job is to make people feel comfortable.
Correct.
And feel good in their skin, right?
And I think some people get a little too comfortable, though.
For sure. Have you ever experienced like a fan coming up to you at a show and like getting like too close or like too personal?
Oh, I mean, honestly, with as much as I work, I feel like it probably happens at least once, twice, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just so used to the bombardment of it that I don't ever really like make a mental note of like, oh, that was creepy or whatever, because I'm just so used to people being creepy.
Yeah, no, true.
And I know that that's like a weird thing to say, but it's such a reality of what we of the society we live in, and also the situations that we're putting ourselves in as entertainers. Like it's what am I trying to say here? It's like the accessory. It's just gonna always be there, right?
Yeah.
So I can't really pinpoint like too many instances, but there is one that was really kind of comical, and I don't know if I've already told you this on this podcast, and if I have, you can just take me out back, Old Yeller style.
That went real dark.
Take me out back, Old Yeller style. But did I tell you about the time with the girl wanting to touch my teeth?
Yes.
Okay, that's one of those instances that like really stuck out into my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always people who want to touch you inappropriately.
Yes.
Especially when you're standing by the bar, and I've never had anybody like kind of stalk me or like follow me.
Yeah.
That I know of. I mean. That I know of. I have a feeling that what it is that, even if that was the case, they'd see me out of drag and they'd be like, goddamn! You know what I'm saying? And then they would probably just lose all interest, because as I sit here and I look like Rufus from Kim Possible on the sofa right now, I couldn't think anybody would find that attractive.
Oh my gosh. RJ,
You know what I mean?
RJ does.
Well, yeah, but that's not his fault. The one eye just kind of drifts to the left. When he cries, it's down his back. Like, bless his heart.
Oh my God.
And he's always stoned, so you can't.
There's someone out
That's
there
not
for
good
everyone.
judgment call.
That's not a good judgment call.
I also have an award-winning personality for him, so.
Yes. I could see it.
That most people don't get to see.
Yeah. I'm just lucky.
Yeah.
And so is he.
And so is he.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, like, I get the whole, like, a lot of people will try to be inappropriate and touch. And a lot of people are really fascinated by how I contour my chest and how I create boobs. And they always want to touch.
Yes.
They're like, can I just touch your breast? And I'm like, at certain points of the night, I'm like, whatever. Like, I mean, yeah.
I always let them.
Yeah, I do too. But at the
I
same
always
time,
let
I'm
'em.
like, would you go I mean, maybe they would go to random people and be like, can I touch your boobs?
I don't think so. I really don't. I think that's where it is different for us because, especially with the rise of Drag Race and all of that stuff, there's this newfound fascination with how we do our body. And I think a lot of people didn't know for a long time how we created bodies.
Yeah.
And how we patted ourselves. And that not all of us pat ourselves, obviously.
No.
But for those of us who do, like people found that very interesting and they still do. And so they're curious by it. And so they want to feel the experience to see if it matches the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, those look real. Can I touch them? And then you're like, no, because I feel like Regina George's mom. But I've had people, and I've allowed it, and voluntarily and
for sure,
willingly, because I'm here to educate people too, right?
Yes.
And so I've had bachelorettes and women and other gay young boys who maybe are wanting to dabble into drag, and I've purposely, with their consent, obviously, have had them grab my padded butt and then
Mhm.
shown them like what's the difference in the texture between my padded butt and then like that little,
The little
cheek,
cheek.
where
Mhm.
it's not quite, the pad doesn't quite
Yeah.
always go all the way down, just so they can feel the difference. And they're always so amazed by it. And it's
Yeah.
always such a wonderful experience. So does that make me sound like the creep? Touch my ass. But no, because I think it's
Uncle Touchy over there.
Uncle Touchy over here. But no, I've had nothing but great experiences when it comes to that kind of stuff because
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, I
I
think
guess I think at the end of the day, it's all about consent and
it
like,
is. Consent
you
is
know,
sexy.
Consent is it? Is it? No, consent is absolutely sexy, but it's also necessity.
Yes.
It's also necessity, and when I'm chilling at the bar and I'm having like say a conversation with you while I have a cocktail in my hand,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily now if I know you like if Delta was to do it or RJ or something, that's totally fine. But like there's been times where like even as a boy I would be standing by the bar having a drink and talking to somebody, whoever it was, and people have tried to put their hands down the backside of my pants,
Yeah.
or have tried to cop feels. And there's been several times that I've hit people with my purse.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well,
I didn't consent to you grabbing my ass. You didn't consent to my purse hitting you across the face. We're both even.
no, personal
So,
space
yeah.
though. Do you feel like, because you were raised by drag kings,
Yes.
and do we feel that do drag artists all experience similar things, or do we think that, do you know what I mean, like, or do
Are you asking? Let's just call it a spade a spade. Are you asking? Do you feel like drag kings experience this the same amount that we do?
yeah, do that? That's like,
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Because just like how we pad our chests,
yes.
and we pad our hips, they tape their chests down.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them do, and then they pack the front parts so that way it looks like they have male genitalia. So I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I would not be. I would be shocked if they didn't.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
And that's like a whole, like, I feel like that's a whole even bigger discussion
Mm-hmm.
about like when is it, because I'm an educator, so I love to also educate people
Yeah.
and talk to them, and I don't mind people's curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
I welcome curiosity.
too.
Every single day. I know that I can't speak for everyone, but for us, you and I in this room, as long as people's lines of communication are open, saying, asking these questions in order to, one, benefit an explanation that's going to educate them, and they can actually appreciate the art even more, is one thing, compared to also just sexually fetishizing us. Because I have ran into people when they're just wanting to sexually,
Right.
be in that space so they can feel their fantasy, because I'm dressed how they want to experience something.
Yeah.
And so that's when it becomes like, because I've experienced something where I was in a bar doing a show, and I was wearing one of my regular like skimpy little costumes that I wear, short little skirt, and all that, and a guy kept coming around. At first, it was just like, oh my gosh, can I give you a hug? And I was like, sure, you're in a gay bar,
Right.
you're feeling your oats, you're feeling proud. Yes, give me a hug. So, a little side hug, keeping that. And then it escalated where that invited him. So every time
It
he came
opened the
around
door.
me, he was trying to caress me, touch me. He was trying to go up under my skirt and feel under my pads. Because, I don't do the
Yeah.
pantyhose
Right.
and all of that. I do have cheek out
Right.
because of how my pads are designed.
How you body
And
yourself.
so it was to the point where it's like, you have to stop touching me.
Yeah.
Because it's inappropriate and I'm feeling uncomfortable. And then you kind of go through like a guilty thing where you're like I'm not trying to yuck your yum, but I'm also trying to tell you, like, there are right ways to do this and there are wrong ways to do this.
Yeah.
It comes like, it's a weird thing.
It's a mental juggle for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever experienced something like that to that degree. I think it's also because I've always been in a relationship of some sort while in my drag career.
Yeah.
So, and I'm very upfront with all of that, and I'm very boisterous about that as a way to maybe head off. It was kind of cute though. I will say it hasn't happened in a very long time. So Meemaw over here felt very good about herself. But there is a cutie patootie that comes to the bar, and he's been kind of coming out a lot lately. That's, noticed him or whatever. I'm not going to even discuss his name or anything. And he did ask me out on a date. And I thought that was the cutest thing. But I had to, be like, no, I don't think my husband would appreciate that. And that's a great way for me to kind of, like, squash it.
Yeah.
So, like, I've gotten people, like, creepily ask me, like, what are you doing after this?
Yes.
And, oh, I'm going home when I'm going, my husband's picking me up and I'm going home. Like,
Yeah.
And I always try to throw that into, and I don't want to tell anybody to lie, but if you're ever looking for, or if this happens to you often and you're looking for an excuse or an exit out, always drop the fact that you have, like, a partner.
Yeah.
Always. So,
well, I've
your
been
protection's
approached.
first. You can repent from the Lord for lying, but
I mean, yeah, I've lied before. Like, if I felt really uncomfortable, I'd be like, "Oh no, my boyfriend's at home. I'm going home." They're like, "Oh," and they'll be
always
lucky him.
I will always say that he's coming, so that way they're expecting him on the premises, so
Nice.
that way they won't.
All right, that's advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
I've also been like at the end of the night after a show, a guy has come up to me and he's like, "What are you doing after this?" I'm like, "Baby, it's 3:00 in the morning. I've been in this all night. I'm going home." And he's like, "Well, can I come watch you de-drag and shower?"
What the fuck?
And I said, one, that is not a cute experience. And that is so sweet. You thought I would be into that, but not tonight.
No.
He's like, "Oh man."
Also, before it leaves my mind, though, like, true, like, safety thing,
Yes.
though, is, like, if you do tell somebody, like, if you're creeped out enough to where you feel like you need to use an out, and you use that out, do not be afraid, and it doesn't matter if you're in a gay bar or wherever, to see if there is somebody who would be willing to walk with you to your car, specifically, somebody who is, gonna, like, especially, like, drag queens specifically.
Yes.
If you are feeling uncomfortable about a situation, always ask the bar if they have security detail that will be happy to walk you to your car, your Uber, escort you wherever you need to go.
For sure.
So, yeah.
And that's, like, one thing about, like, Bishop and what he does is he will make sure, he's like, "You're not going out in the parking lot alone." He's like, he'll take my bags out beforehand and all that kind of stuff, but he will never allow just me to walk by myself.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's always good to have, like, because you just never know.
I would say RJ's probably the same way, but we all know that I'm a strong-headed alcoholic, and so I'd be just hammered, damn it, staggering myself with my little purse, just walking through the parking lot all by myself. Then I can't find my keys because I got these nails on, so I'm putting myself in the ultimate harm's way over here. And so there's been probably one too many nights where I'm just posted up against the car with my purse barely hanging on for life, going, "Somebody come get me."
And then they're just
and then
like,
the whole time RJ's blowing up my phone, and I'm like, "What's vibrating?"
It's like, why is that homeless woman laying on Van's car?
Oh God.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I just think, and then like just making sure, that's good advice for drag artists in general, making sure that you have someone.
Yes.
If you don't, and like, again, we live in Nashville. I have never honestly really ever felt truly unsafe. I feel like
there's been times where I have been like gawked at the right way, and I'm like, that could be a problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I have had 2 stalkers.
Oh my God.
In my time
of
doing drag. So the most intense one I had a couple of years ago.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Yes. So it started out with a man just coming to Lipstick. And he was just a person that was like, "I really love drag." And I was like, "That's great. I love to entertain." And, you're always going to want to welcome people who are maybe not so out or don't feel comfortable in the real world, you want them to find a space. So I am always going to be that open personality that welcomes everybody in. And so I just was like, oh my gosh, well, I'm here on Wednesdays, Fridays, some Saturdays. Yeah, come on in anytime. Like, we do shows here all the time. We're having a good time. And so he started coming to like Friday shows and hanging out at the bar. Every once in a while, I'd be like, you're just really good at this. I'm like, thanks, just the same way I would act with other people. And so then he started coming.
Oh, you just brought on a thought. Carry on with your story,
Okay.
and then I'll...
Ooh, she got a thought.
I got a thought.
So then he started coming to multiple nights per week. I have several friends who do that as well. So at the time, I didn't think about, So I'm just getting to know this person. Just, he had only seen me as Kennedy Ann, all this kind of stuff. Well, then it started escalating to somehow he got my number. And I did not give him my number. And at first, it was just a number, but it was like one of those email things, like where the email came up. And with that, and was like, hey, this is so-and-so from the bar. Got your number. Hope that's okay. And at first, I was like, oh, okay. One, it would have been nice if you asked me first, glad you're having a good time, but I only kind of use my number for my close friends, that kind of thing. Well, he's like, I just have it just in case I ever need to tell you if I'm coming or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, have a good night. Very short, very,
trying to go ahead and lay the groundwork.
Yes,
for the boundary.
laying the groundwork. Well,
gotcha.
Then it started him showing up. And then he would sit. So like how I host the shows most of the time was at the kitchen door, right? So I would either stand up next to Jason in the DJ booth, or I'd be in the kitchen door because those are the two places.
You have eyes for everything.
For everything.
Correct.
And then also it gets really crowded in there. Yes. So I need to be able to move, see, get around, all that kind of stuff. So he started coming and sitting at the seats next to the kitchen door.
Of course.
So then he'd be trying to like talk to me, and I'd have my microphone and I'd be like, oh, I gotta host a show now.
Yeah.
I gotta entertain. So then I started like standing by Jason more. But he would be like staring at me and all that kind of stuff. So cut to Leah takes pictures of me weekly.
Okay.
So Leah, our bartender, she will take pictures of me weekly, and we were doing a whole campaign at the time whenever they were trying to really take out drag, make it illegal. So we were doing different.
Oh, so this is kind of recent.
Yes, this is really recent, and so. This is where, like, we would go around different places of East Nashville on the block and take me out in public. Like, oh, no drag queen here. Like, I mean, we're nothing's happening. So she took a picture of me, and you can see this picture on Instagram. I was feeling really good about myself. I was starting to get on my lose weight journey, starting to feel good. So I took a picture of me on the lips of lipstick, and I'm like,
I do remember that photo. Yeah.
So she took that photo of me, and that was a Wednesday night. Not even 45 minutes later, I've posted to Instagram, I'm hosting my show. He comes in the front door. All right, I'm hosting. He tries to like. It's like I'm still hosting, but like we're doing different questions. So it's like a pause moment where I'm letting people think.
Oh, yeah.
So he comes back to me. I'm standing back by the bar. He comes and he has 3 printouts of that picture from like a colored printer. And he's like, Kennedy Ann.
Is there a Kinko's nearby?
Not a Kinko's. I don't know. So he puts them out and he's like, you look so gorgeous in these photos. I had to print them off. My mom is one of your biggest fans. Will you sign one of these for me and my mom? And I'm like, yes. So Leah is behind the bar. Leah is looking at this man and she's like, what? I know you did not just print out colored photos from a printer.
I think mom thinks you're his girlfriend.
And oh yeah, and he wants me to autograph them. And I was like, he's like, please, pretty please, and I was like, okay. So I just did Kennedy Ann
He's
like
trying
this.
to mimic your handwriting.
Oh my gosh.
He wants to become you.
He's signing my checks. And so Leah was like, she started, isn't she just great? And Leah goes, you're kind of weird, dude. That's what Leah says. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm glad tell your mom, and he was like, well, she's about to have surgery and this is just going to cheer her up. And then I don't know what the third one was for because
well, we know what the third one was for.
And he was like, I got to get home. Thank you for signing these. I've got to get home and give this to my mom. She's going in for surgery the next day. I'll keep you posted. And I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. And left.
Yeah.
Well, then he was kind of still coming around, but I was now starting to like be away from him and distance myself from him so he couldn't like ask me questions or get around me. And I was like, and now it has escalated to Leah and everyone watching him.
Yeah.
So if he got too close to me, because he hadn't done anything until like now it was getting to a point. So then it comes to...
It was getting to the point where it was obvious that he
Yes.
was getting to be a level 10 clinger.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So one night texted me, and I thought I had blocked the email. Well, this came from a number. So this was a random number and was like, hey, I have something for you that we're both going to enjoy, and I'm bringing it to you tonight. And I didn't know who it was, because I said, sorry, I don't have this number. And I was like, and he goes, silly, you know who it is. And that's when I was like, I texted Leah and I was like, hey, this is an issue now. So came to the bar and brought me, I had a box that was kind of like, a shoe box. So brought me a shoe box.
What kind of shoes?
It was
Air
not
Jordans?
shoes.
Air Jordans?
No.
Oh.
When it was
But
just
what
like,
was the shoe box?
Oh, I don't.
Adidas?
No, I don't know what
Oh.
it was. I was just. Kind of like,
I'm just fucking
just
with
a
you.
box. It was a box. I don't know. Now I'm curious.
Okay, back to the story.
So it was a shoe box. So I'm opening it up because he's like standing in the door, and I'm standing in the door as he comes in. So there's nowhere for me to go.
Run, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm on the stage. And everyone in the crowd is just looking.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like...
Because he gave it to you while you were on stage?
Yeah.
That's not fucking
Because like as I host trivia, I walk around the bar.
Yeah.
But I put the music stand kind of like to hold all my stuff right by the door. Because sometimes we have people sitting on the stage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. I pull out a Christmas ornament that is an angel that looks like me. Like she has brown hair, like he like painted it like the face. Like it looks like me.
Do you still have it?
No.
Damn it.
I do not. So I was like,
I want it for my Barbie.
I was like, I can't accept this. And he's like, you have to. And I was like, I just can't accept this. Like, it's like, it's so sweet, but like, it's not, I'm not like into you. Like this can not happen. Kennedy.
I'm not sure what you think is going on.
Yeah. I'm like,
here,
I'm a
but-
boy. I'm not a girl. Like, I'm not in your fantasy.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you could just have it. It'll be okay. And I was like, okay. So I just put it over to the side. So cut to, I was like, Leah, he cannot come to the bar anymore. Like, and Leah was like, I was already ahead of you. She's like, hey, bud, sorry, you got to go. And he's like, but I didn't do, like, and it was like a whole moment.
Yeah.
And so he was not allowed to come into the bar or anything like that. We showed the picture of him to like our door guys, all that kind of stuff. Cut to a few weeks later, I ordered Amazon to my house, and I had a few things, and then I got a box, and I'm just going through the boxes, and I'm like looking at these boxes, and then in a small box was a ring box, and it had like one of those gift things that you can send as a gift to people, and it was saying, this is for you because you're special to me, and it was a ring. and it did not have. It just had my name. It said Kennedy on the label and my address because it didn't, And I was like,
But when you have things normally shipped, does it say Kennedy or no?
no, I'll get.
So you found that immediately suspicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I get it to my house, it will say my name.
Right.
Because like anything I order, just because my Amazon account is set up for that. And I was like, okay. And then another number texted me, and I guess because obviously they get a notification that it was delivered, and was like, did you like it? And I was like, you leave me alone.
Yeah.
I said, this is not what you think it is.
Yeah, the behavior's starting to get
Yes, I said,
out of hand.
I said, I'm sure you are a nice person. I said, but Kennedy Ann is a character. I am not who you think I am. And I said, to me, I said, this has exceeded beyond a friendship, beyond anything. And I said, I hope you find whatever you're looking for, but it is not with me.
Yeah.
And I said, and the ring is in the trash. And then we kept a while. He tried to come into a bar. He tried to come into the bar again. He got in because we got a new door guy.
Oh no.
But then he was escorted out, and Leah was out there, and our door guy, and they said, Leo's just basically like, if you contact her again, I'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
Like Leo was
Good for her, though.
No, yeah, she was. And so ever since then, I've not had any problems or anything like that. But it becomes a really scary thing because one, I really put my heart and soul into my passion of entertaining people, and I always want people to feel completely comfortable in themselves. And I never want anyone. I don't want anyone to come to my show and be like, "Oh, Kennedy Ann's a bitch," or "She treated me like crap." Or
I hope they do come to my show and do that. For real.
I know.
You're spitting facts at that point.
Yeah. So like that was one. That
Wait. So my thing is so how did he get your address?
I don't know, and I didn't ask. Because
I would have asked.
I mean, I assumed.
Listen here, Hoochie.
I mean, I'm assuming you can Google anything these days. I mean, our information's out there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if he Googled, if he deep dived that hard to find your address, that means he already knows your boy name.
True. But I have a dog now.
Or he followed you home from work.
He could have. I don't know.
So it does. I have so many questions.
Okay, ask away.
Do we know if he still lives here? Has he tried to contact you recently?
He does not try to contact me recently. I do think he still lives here.
Have you seen him out and about?
I have not seen him for 6 months. The last time I saw him was at a straight bar that I went to with other friends, but he did not see me. I saw him and I said, "Hey, let's go to a different bar."
Were you in drag?
No,
Oh.
I was my
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Was the ring pretty?
It was like, I don't know. I assume it was like a fake diamond, but it was a princess cut ring. I don't know. I didn't get it praised. I didn't keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It freaked me out.
Well, yeah.
Because I felt like, because in my mind at that moment, if I kept it, then it was like, oh, she kept it.
Yeah.
She's into it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, get it out.
Yeah, I've never experienced anything that wild.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this is not even, like, wild.
Yeah.
In my world. Like, not, I mean, your story's wild, but, like, I've had somebody, like, tattoo my signature on them, but my tattoo is not the only, or my signature is not the only one that they had tattooed. So it was, like, all the playmates, right? And so to me, like, that's not wild, that's not creepy, that's not, like, that's just badass and cool as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And they still come out to the bar, and they're very respectful. They're not, they're not weird with me. So, like, I don't.
Did they say why they wanted everyone's signature?
Because from what I understand of the situation is when they came to the bar, they were finding themselves,
Yeah.
and they found themselves amongst us girls.
Yeah.
And they really felt at home.
See, and that's where
so-
it gets like a complicated line.
Yeah. Well, and that's what my thought process was when
Yeah.
I said, "Ooh, I have a thought." Is sometimes people mistake. You have to be very careful and protect yourself at the end of the day. But you have to really learn how to be observant and deep dive into people's like psychiatric like thought processes and stuff. Sometimes like you have to be aware of the warning signs.
Yeah.
Right. And so you have to be very astute in your judgments with people and realize that like trust your gut. Like if somebody gives you like a weird icky vibe, like there's probably a good reason for that.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so like there are people that still come to the bar nowadays that they show the behavioral patterns of people that I've experienced prior, and I'm like, that's a level 10 clinger, that's a level 10 clinger, that person's gonna be a problem with me. So recently I had to tell one of my drag sisters like, hey, you need to stay away from these people because these people they're going to push the boundary.
Yes.
And she made me feel like she had the whole situation under control, which she did.
Yes.
And she did, and she still does.
Yeah.
However, she made me feel reassured, in quotations and air quotes. And I tell you what, it was time after time she would tell me about incidents. Oh, well, they're wanting this. Well, they want me to do that. Well, they want to come to my house. Well, they want to do this. Well, da-da-da-da. This is what's going on in their life. Da-da-da. And it was like, I don't want to say too much without giving away who it is. Because they still come out to the bar kind of often. But even she's finally like relented to me and she was like, Vanity, you were right. You're right. And it's because I associate their behavior with other patterns and stuff that I've seen in other people. So, honestly, that's another, piece of advice for you youngins out there. You got to pay attention to how people behave for your safety, because there are people who they're identical in how they behave with each other. Like,
and we're not trying to scare anybody, but this is just real talk. And I think what we wanted, I think within this conversation, we other people in our community deal with similar things too. Lesbians, gay men, trans women. And I found out later that the same person, the guy that was doing it to me, was doing it to another person in our community.
Yeah.
And
they're serial.
And
they're serial offenders. And that's and like you said, it's not that we're trying to scare anybody, because by no means, but it is a serious situation, because I grew up watching a lot of ID channel, and even though those scenarios seem very minuscule and small at the time, they escalate and they snowball very quickly into what could be a very deadly situation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So or even if it's not deadly, it's a headache of a situation. Like, there's been so many people that I have witnessed throughout my career of working at Play Dance Bar that have gotten banned for very similar behavior.
Yes.
And there's horror stories that I've heard from other girls over the years of and all the stories sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. There's patterns here.
There are, yes.
They're identical.
And I think what's also as our characters give them a freedom to feel themselves.
Yeah.
And because we, as entertainers, want people to feel comfortable, they attach themselves to us.
And that's what I was going to say. I never even finished the original thought, which was, because I keep forgetting about it and then we keep spiraling back. But what the problem is sometimes they're taking our generosity and our selflessness for an invitation to come into our entirety. Yeah. And that's not the case. Don't mistake, and just because somebody it's like when gay men specifically, I've noticed this as a pattern with them. It's like when gay men have a straight guy be nice to them, and this straight guy is comfortable in their sexuality or whatever, automatically they're like, I'm in love with him. Yeah. He's gay. He wants me. And it's like, that's not at all what he's doing. He's just being nice and just generous.
Well, and there's also those queer spaces that allow you to be free and open. And then what we also find is that sometimes when these could be very lonely people. And when you strike up a conversation just because you're being nice, they the less that they know about you, the more they're making up and saying, oh my gosh, this person's really into me. And this has happened to a lot of our friends and
it makes me wonder if it just makes me wonder though, because that's the pattern that I keep referencing is things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is a psychiatric issue.
Yes.
You know, and I don't know if it's severe loneliness or manic depression or what the label is. I'm not no doctor. I'm not here to, what's that word? Not document. Not prescribe. Diagnose.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not here to diagnose anybody. I just had a brain fart, guys. I'm not here to diagnose anybody, but like it has to be something psychologically that is just not
all there.
Not adding up.
Yes.
It's almost like the elevator goes all the way up, but it just doesn't ding to let you know it hit the floor.
Yeah.
Or the doors get stuck closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also just, when it comes to the stalking and the obsessions and the things like that, I also just fear like I'm going to get Yolanda Salvador real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And so like...
Anything for Selena.
Anything for Selena. But yeah.
Yeah. And then I've had a few, like I had a girl who was kind of obsessed with...
Mm-hmm. Sometimes the women are the worst ones.
Yeah. They can be very obsessive, and also working where I work, and like it was, I had that one completely handled most of the time. And it was more of this person just had an outcry for help and needed to get help. And it was more of just like, that's cute. Thank you. That kind of thing. Just like it was easier to manage than with the other one.
And and like I said, there's still some that come to the club to this day. There's one that comes out almost nightly on the weekends. And every time she steps foot out that door with me while I'm smoking, I immediately remove myself from that situation socially.
Yeah.
Because,
Can't
Nope.
do it. Nope. No.
Mm-mm.
So I think hopefully like with this conversation, it's really just to get people... a drag artist to pay attention to your surroundings. Always have a buddy of some sort. Always know like what you're doing. But also for like our friends and family and all that not in the drag world is to get you to understand that we are human beings.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole thing too, right? Because we become
entities.
These entities, these objects, these accessories, the longer that we're in the business. And I know who I am and I know my identity, but a lot of people only get to see one side. They only get to see Kennedy Ann doing her thing on the weekends and on Wednesdays. So then that's who you become familiar with, where a select few get to actually see Ben and thrive in Ben's life.
Correct.
So then it becomes a whole kind of thing about, well, what do I know about this person? What do I see about this person? There's more to us than just our drag personas. Yes. But I do love my drag persona because
of course we do.
She's been a part of me for so long.
Right.
Yeah. And then, I mean, we get the occasional, like, I feel like I sometimes get the occasional man who is a chaser.
Oh. I don't know if I don't think I've ever, like, been approached by somebody who was a chaser or whatever. No, I'm lying. I'm absolutely lying. Yeah.
If you were posed like I was when I walked in that dressing room the other night, you'd be getting
paint me like one of your French girls. Yeah. Girl, my Cabbage Patch ass just laying across the dressing room.
That was my favorite thing. I walk in, knock, knock, knock. Oh, hey, girl.
No wig, naked body, just laying there. Hips and tits and just... Because wasn't I in my undergarments?
Yeah.
I was in all my drag.
You had your bottom, you had your hose
body on, yeah. I was just in all my drag undergarments.
You were like, girl.
I was like, oh, Lord, it's been a long night. No, but I do remember this one instance where I was standing outside smoking. Shocking. And I might have already told this story, too. But I was having this really nice conversation with this older gentleman. We were talking about, not just drag. We were talking about, like, life and... he was talking about his kids and also, and the whole time I had no idea, but for some reason something told me to look down, and the whole time he was fiddling his faddle, talking to me.
Dang.
The whole time.
Dang. Which is why vanity should go to a bathhouse.
Absolutely not.
Full circle.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I'll maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. No, but I just think, I think there's a lot of lessons that I've learned. In
Drag will
those...
teach you a lot.
Oh.
And not just about drag and art and creativity.
For sure.
It teaches you a lot about humanity.
Well, and for a while,
that's why I have no faith in it.
It made me not trust a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, it was really hard to, like, even, like, when you're meeting new people and they're over complimenting, like, oh, I love your makeup. I love what you, like, your look and all that. I'm like, I was trying not to be surface and really take in and be gracious about it. But then it's hard because you don't want to, for a moment, I didn't want to, like, create a window for anything. And that was on me, right? Because I was in my head and I had to kind of get my head. Yeah, I was very guarded. But
though.
And I feel like sometimes I am still guarded.
Even me not having that experience, I'm very guarded.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But I've still always been one of those people that I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah, you need to remove that shit. Put it up your butt, something. I don't know.
You know how many men want to go up there?
I'm gonna toughen you up by the end of all this.
Oh my god, yeah! Ooh, we're gonna do Fight Club.
The one rule about Fight Club is to not talk about it.
Oh, then I've already failed. Shoot.
Jesus Christ! I guess I'm gonna have to enroll it in ballet. Because Lord knows it needs it.
Oh my god, not ballet. But yeah, so I think just overall, be cautious, be careful, have fun, still be yourself.
Yeah.
Still be yourself. But I think it also is weird too because you also get a barrier of the stage and backstage where
That don't mean shit though.
No, true. Anyone could come back there, but I feel like sometimes it's
They
like
have.
not a lot of people. You know what?
You are on the same playing field with them.
Exactly.
At your location,
yes.
at your venue, you're on the same. You're you know, on the same level. Whereas
Yes.
at least I do have some moments of security.
Yes.
You know. Yes, it wouldn't take anything for somebody to jump up on the stage.
For sure.
They've done it before.
Yeah.
However, it is less likely. You know, I do have, like you said, a little bit of a barrier, a little bit of a boundary around me at all times. So yeah.
So,
Come to the dark side.
Oh yeah, Ooh, I've always wanted to. Oh my god.
No, but yeah.
So I just think we wanted to have this conversation because and if you are having issues, it's okay to talk to people about it.
Yeah.
Like please, if you've ever felt a certain way or gone through it, you can reach out to me.
Well, and I'm going to say this too. Also, I know a couple of people who like to entertain it. And then when it gets too big, they want to play victim. Now, I don't know if I agree with that either. I don't know if I agree with that either, though, because like I said, I know a couple people who get these little peoples and they like to follow them and like you know, next thing you know they're undoing their money and then they're backstage hanging out and then you know you're taking them home and then once it gets too much. And they start really getting to be that level 10 clinger, like we all know that they're designed to do.
Yeah.
They want to be like, I didn't intend for any of this to happen. Well, did you not? When
you welcomed it.
You welcomed them into your space.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can also see, like, you know, like talking about that, like, and I'm not trying to get into like blaming myself, but there was probably a time or two I could have said, put my foot down even more.
Yes.
In those
But also,
instances.
I understand what it's like to have that mentality of, like, you're really not trying to set out to hurt somebody's feelings, or you're really not trying to, like, be degrading to them.
Yes.
And so I understand where the slope happens.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying to everybody is, like, be aware of the pattern.
Yes.
Because the pattern will tell you everything, and then you will have better defense going into... Hopefully this never happens to anybody.
Yeah,
but
no.
let's just face it. It's probably going to happen to the majority, if not everybody, at some point in time in their life.
Yes.
Especially doing drag.
Yes.
So just be aware of the pattern and just know that, like, going into it, whether it's your first time, your sixth time, recognizing that pattern and stuff, it will give you more of a defense of how to protect your boundaries and your sanctity.
For sure.
I don't even know if that's the word to use, but I'm just going to fucking throw it in there. Sanctity.
Oh, your sanctuary. Yeah, your sanctity. I was like, protect your sanity at all
No,
costs.
I mean, yeah, that too.
Vans is out the window, but we still got hope for the rest of us.
I'm jiggling my titties for biscuits.
She's working it for the Lord.
I don't know why that came out of my mouth.
I love it so much. Jiggling my
My
titties.
titties for biscuits. Come put your gravy on it, Daddy.
Oh my God.
Oh, speaking of inviting it, gross.
Oh my God. I love that so much. Well, I think we've discussed.
I think that was a great conversation.
It was a great conversation.
I'd say let's just end it here and just call it a day.
And bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining. Woo! All right.
Not the leg kick. Your toe was pointed really pretty. I told you, ballet.
You did. Yeah, I was in gymnastics for 14 years.
That explains the shoulders.
Oh my God. Let's take a break.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Kisses!
And now it's time for our Showgirl Showcase of the Week. Our Showgirl Showcase of the Week is none other than Perplexity. Perplexity is a first-time writer, long-time listener. She started dabbling in drag in 2016, but her official journey began in 2017 on Sunday Night Open Stage. Since then, she has performed at pop-up gigs and venues such as Tin Roof, HQ Beercade, Coyote Ugly, The W, Lipstick Lounge, Marathon Music Works, Virgin Hotel, Bridgestone, Susie Wong's Dragon Dinner. She has also performed and has been a part of some incredible productions and shows like performing with Kesha at the Ryman Auditorium for 2 nights. Been in season 4 of We Are Here, the drag artists like Sasha Velour, Priyanka, and Jada Essence Hall. She has acted in 3 plays with Woven Theater. She has been lucky to hold several cast spots at Play Dance Bar and Tribe, including Monday Night Mayhem, Trouble Tuesdays, UBU Thursdays, Fab Fridays, DP House Party with the Glam Squad, Cunty Sundays, and occasionally making an appearance at Fangirl Fridays and the Playmate shows. Her titles and awards include TNT Season 1 winner in 2022, Miss Nashville Pride 2022, and Miss Genesis 2023. Fun fact, she won her first drag pageant while she was in high school, but she didn't compete under the name Perplexity. She is a full-time drag queen currently working on the Big Drag Bus Thursday through Sunday. You can also catch her every Thursday with the UBU cast and Sundays at the DP House Party featuring the Glam Squad. You can find her on the socials at Queen Perplexity. This has been our Showgirl Showcase of the Week. And we're back. How was your break and shaking your titties for biscuits?
It was I wasn't shaking, I was jiggling.
You were jiggling.
Jiggling my titties for biscuits. And I ain't seen a damn near one of them yet.
I'm sure the neighbors were just loving that show.
Oh, they might have. I don't know. I think one guy told me to put it down.
I love that your accent just got thicker.
Well, that's not all that got thicker.
Oh.
Have you seen my waistline?
Yeah, it's actually gotten 1 inch smaller.
Oh, great. Is your eye drifting too like RJ's?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me move it back.
It's glass eye, by the way.
Love it. Well, it's time for that part of the show, your favorite. Petty Confessions. And this part of the show is where we read your petty confessions and then we discuss it. Would we do it? Is it trash? Are you cool? We don't care. Just write into us.
Well, and they certainly have. They certainly have. I haven't even gotten the bottle of tequila yet.
No.
Jesus.
I texted RJ and told him to drive slow.
Yeah, he said, I'm here. As he just texted me, I'm here. No, and we certainly have had some good write-ins. We really, really have.
Yes.
So
No, we have. Keep them coming.
keep them coming. Keep them coming. And actually, I'm just going to start with mine if that's cool with you.
Do it.
Okay. So mine actually states, me. Mine says, I told my roommate's hookup that our apartment was haunted so he wouldn't stay over again.
Oh my God.
You gotta be careful with that these days, though. You do, because there's some freaky bitches out there, and they gonna be like, "Where's the ghost? He can join." Do me like the scene in Scary Movie where he's fucking me all over the ceiling.
Yes.
Would I do this?
Could you imagine if like the person was like, hold on, I have seance materials in my car. And they, come out.
Use your titty as the planchette on the Ouija board? Like what?
Would you do this?
Uh,
Yeah, you'd come up
First
with
of all,
a stupid
I
story.
wouldn't have roommates.
She has money.
I wouldn't have roommates. No, would I do this? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I'm really particular about who comes in and out of my house anyways.
Yes.
And I don't give a shit if it's a shared space or not. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Well, your house is really cute, so
Thank
it
you.
needs to be like very much safeguarded.
Yeah.
It does. It is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
But I would probably do this too, just because I love to do stupid shit like this sometimes, and just make up a whole story about like, oh yeah, it's super haunted.
Super haunted.
Yeah. One night he came in.
What if though, like
Ooh.
you elaborated and you're like, yeah, my house is like, I don't know, like the haunted mansion or like 13 ghosts.
Oh God.
That would be pussy.
Would
There's like
it?
more than one.
Uh
We could have a full fucking orgy in here. And don't mind the one with the cage on her head. She's really hot from the neck down.
Oh my God. Could you imagine?
And that one over there missing his jaw. Yeah. Biggest schlong I've ever seen.
Also, you'd be like,
Ghost dick.
you can't see that one behind you right now. She's licking her lips.
Just licking her lips.
Like just like, freaking them out. Oh my God. I would do it too.
Yeah.
Mine this week is I purposefully will take forever to reply to someone who text K because the letter offends me spiritually.
Offends me spiritually.
Spiritually.
The bishop's over here just golf clapping.
Oh yeah. Well, I think so. One, I will always use K when I want to when I like online. If someone really makes me mad with their comment, I'll be like, K, that's
Yeah.
cute, Jan.
Yeah, if I'm busy, I'm definitely going to respond with a K or a thumbs up
Yeah.
or like I'm going to give you a one line because girl, I got things to do. I don't have time and I've got these damn clackers. Y'all don't want to hear this. Me typing up a damn storm. Also, I'm a slow typer. So I'd be like, O-K-A.
She's the best damn
Hold on.
clacker we got.
Why? And the whole time it just sounds like,
Oh my
like,
God.
no. Yeah, you're getting a K from me, bitch. So I guess I'll never get a response from you.
Oh my gosh. And just to set this up, whenever we were talking about this, and Vanity went back into our group chat and just started thumbs upping everything Bishop sent.
So I'm assuming that this one's not so anonymous.
No, because I'm going to say it. Yeah, I sent this one in.
This is Bishop's
This is
confession.
Bishop's confession.
They also hate the thumbs up too, so.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
And now Van just keeps going back and forth. And sending
That's
cases.
all the response y'all are going to get from
That's
now on, just to piss everybody off.
No, whenever I was funny when they sent this in, I was like, oh, wow.
Wowee.
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 That's the one you want to send in.
Wow.
Okay.
Fine.
So Van and I would definitely do this just to get under Bishop's skin.
Oh, yeah, totally. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you have a petty confession, you can reach out to us on all the socials, or you can email us at looselipslipstick@gmail.com.
Ooh.
And this has been our Petty Confessions.
Why'd you just laugh like RuPaul?
Oh my God, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I can't, no.
Okay. But now it's time for us to move on to our other segment.
And what
which
is that?
Tips
And tricks.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
what's your
gosh.
tip for us today, girl? Do you have one?
Okay. So my tip this week is going to be, so I host a lot of shows at Lipstick and around town. I love to host. It's one of my favorite things to do.
You also love the sound of your voice. No. Oh, here she goes. Go ahead.
Ursula, you
keep singing.
Yeah, thank you, Ursula. I was waiting for that one. Who doesn't? What drag queen do you know that doesn't love the sound of her own voice?
Me.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, I sound like a chipmunk that's been thrown into a wood chipper.
You said it. All right. So my tip this week would be, when you are hosting a show, drink room temperature water in your glasses, or like off stage, backstage, because ice water can constrict your throat muscles if you're mic'd up or hosting, and room temperature water absorbs faster than you're sweating out through your pads.
Yep.
So if you don't do a lot of ice water, because then you might sound like a man on that microphone.
Aww.
I know. That's happened to me once. I hit puberty right on stage.
I do that a lot, especially at brunch. My voice cracks a lot at brunch. And I don't know if it's because I drink so much the night before, or if I smoke so much the night before.
So
or
yes.
just D, all of the above.
Yes.
But there has been so many times I'll be on stage and I'll be like, and if and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know what the fuck that was.
I would just start telling people you were practicing your yodeling.
Oh, well.
Oh my gosh, what's your tip?
My tip is to brush your fucking teeth. No, I don't mean you specifically, Kennedy.
Thank you.
I just mean, please, as an entertainer, or not, I mean, but specifically for my entertainers out there, brush your fucking teeth. I've had it. I've had it officially with this. I have been in so many entertainers' faces these last couple of weeks, and y'all have some stank ass booty hole breath. I need you to brush your teeth. Here's a trick. Go to the dollar store. Get you a toothbrush. Get you some toothpaste. Don't forget the bottle of Listerine. Put them in a bag and put that shit in your suitcase. And at every gig, brush yo teeth. Nobody wants to smell that when they are handing you money. Because I'm telling you what, if that's how your breath smells, I'm taking my money back and I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree my damn self.
Yeah.
And that's going to be your tip for the month.
Yeah. We don't
Brush
want
your
no
fucking teeth.
We don't want no queen of dragons.
It drives me bonkers. It drives me bonkers. Ooh.
And thank you for that PSA.
Ooh, girl. Yeah.
Do you know you're supposed to brush your teeth for how long? Do you know?
2 minutes.
Good job. Okay. Well, if you're giving out the advice, I just want
And some of them need to brush for an hour.
Oh, Lord.
Really get in there. Pressure wash that shit. I don't care. Sandblast it. Do something.
Yeah. There are those people that eat booty and then you...
And listen, I know some people have things going on medically and things like that where they can't really help it to a degree. No excuse. Then don't be getting in people's face. No people's personal boundaries then. Yeah. And don't stand too... Like, when I know, like, my breath might not be the fucking freshest, I'm not all up in somebody's nostrils talking to them. Like, 6 feet, bitch.
I have a lot of questions that we could ask off.
What?
I was going to say, was this...
I'm an open book. You can ask me right here I got and everybody.
Is this directed towards a certain person the other night when they got in your face and you made that look like... Ooh.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Because like I said, there was like 3 or 4... And it's all been in the last like 2 weeks. I've had like 3 or 4 people just like... in my fucking breath. And I'm just like... Or my face. And I'm like... Ugh.
I know exactly what you're talking about because your face, you were like... Like you just walked through.
Honey, who died up in there?
You ate a booty hole and didn't brush.
No, it smells like somebody came in there and the children are rotting down there in that throat.
Oh my God.
Scrub. I don't care if you've got to get the shower attachment. Brush your teeth.
Well, this has been a message from Vanity. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, girl.
Collect yourself, sister.
I am.
I can't help it. I'm funny.
Oh, you're hilarious.
She's crying, y'all.
I am.
She's got teary eyes. She keeps shaking her head from left to right. She don't know what's going on.
I know. I'm dead.
It was the sandblasting, wasn't it?
It was. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Well, on that note.
Tonsil stones.
Oh, which real things.
Mhm.
Those things, don't mess around with those.
No.
Get you a little, get it out.
Ugh.
A tongue scraper is good too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have something against a tongue scraper?
I think they need to take it to the back of their throat troat, too.
Weird. Okay.
Oh,
right.
SpongeBob, bring it around town. Just do the whole
Yes.
damn mouth.
Well.
Esophagus and everything. Drink the Listerine for all I care, because something's ain't right up in there.
Well,
Okay, enough about that.
enough about that. Thanks for joining us this week on
Loose lips.
And Lipstick with me, Kennedy Ann Scott.
And me, not Kennedy.
I wanted you to be like, and me, your toothless wonder.
and me, the one who jiggles for biscuits.
Yes. You can catch us on all the socials. You can catch me at Miss MS Kennedy Ann Scott. You can also DM us on all of the socials at Loose Lips Lipstick Pod on Instagram, or send us an email at looselipslipstick@gmail.com.
And you can also catch me across all social media platforms at The Only Vanity.
It's been a great one, world.
It has one.
World.
Are we okay?
No.
No.
We're going down. I'm kidding.
Stroking.
Yeah. We
Stroking to the east and stroking to the west.
Okay, well, you all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you later. Hey, everyone. It's me, Kennedy Ann Scott. And this week, we have a special Showgirl Showcase. This week, we lost one of our near and dear special people of the Nashville community, DJ Phil. DJ Phil, known as the voice of play, has been in the Nashville gay nightlife since she was a wee tot. Getting her start in cosplay inspired her to pursue drag under the alias Lady Cecilia Blackpool, even winning a Betty Page lookalike contest while being the only one in drag. She eventually moved away from drag and into VJing, and was eventually asked to join the family at Tribe in 2002. It wasn't too long before she moved over to play and was the show DJ and announcer, all while being terrorized nightly by the Playmates. DJ Phil, aka Lady Cecilia Blackpool, lost her battle with cancer August 7th, 2026. She was unique, unforgettable, and loved beyond measure. Nana Phil, beloved by all and forever in our hearts. And this has been our special Showgirl Showcase of the week.
Got that ruby red upon your pout. Let all our little secrets out. Got those loose lips speaking fast. A reputation built to last.